#1 red book of all time. Well, that was on the sideline. He couldn't do it. And the Hawaiians were doing this when the ships came in. They thought James Cook was the god Lono, agricultural god, the fertility god, the god that everyone wants to see. Say, the rain god. Care for. Matter of fact, they arrived to this world that we know as Hawaii. Go to the beach, over 5 foot tall, 325 plus pounds. There's a favorite out of 20. He married out of Ireland, and she married the king from just too young. They did rule. I think we'll buy lunch at. They got 3 neighboring islands out, and it pours. Not so much in the valley here. The sugar cane that you see here left to right is force-fed at steady diet. There's a main water line. It's truly automatic.
So if you cut it, it'll grow.
Which sweetens the soil, gets rid of pests. They start again. Then 4 or 5 stalks come out of one cane. Amazing. African American, it was Chinese and Japanese. But believe me, the first 25, 30 years of his contract labor, and I think we right as it came, that place was built in 1902. Change. I mean, the whole world got sugar from here and
This is the Maui. This is the breakfast stop.
Important jet could land and then opportunity. That's only for seat placement. That's all there is when they need that. So Island Airlines a little more, of course. This is the valley, the Isthmus. Everything all wrapped into one wall. It was a great place. Pearl Harbor, you got a lot going on there. It's pretty good. Diamond Head, you can climb up Diamond Head if you like. On the left side, they turned the water off. We saw some of the cinder on the pavement today while we were having breakfast. A lot of reasons. It started about since 1900 with Coca-Cola bottling. You know, like my children who are in their late 20s, early 30s children, they're not even letting them drink high fructose corn syrup. They certainly won't let them touch Splenda. So sugar is back. Yeah. The millennials, place like Berkeley, California, or Ann Arbor, Michigan, or Boulder. It's a hippie, 420, 311, 400 square feet. Some of the baddest on the planet during the winter season. This zonar waves are the norm now. This is midsummer. This one. Aussies, Americans, and Hawaiians are always the top 3 in the surfing pro world. About a quarter mile off the shore from here, right in this zone here. Pelican at the side. Weissmuller picked 2 gold medals. High pressure, low pressure, and then it pours. The nighttime falls, winds come in, trade winds come in, blow the clouds away, and that's education. They're mostly delayed by their favorite professor, Samuel Adams, and other friends. They were able then to put in play an irrigation system. Those are the Alexander, and gulch after gulch, stream, blockage, thin, long, shipbuilding women. They had holistic healers, chanters, inches in the bark into rope. You need a mani so bad, but there's no time for the rope. And you just got here. We've been here 10 years already. Chinese first up, Japanese second up. Just together made a union team. And blue on the right side.
Blue eucalyptus.
Multicolored. Nice smooth bark. Have a property anyway, too. Smooth, isn't it? That's a tree to be. The world of Black Angus and Charolais and Red Angus is what Hawaii is known for now more than even sugar. Because you'll We're riding through sacred ground. We're riding through the living rooms and the farmlands of the native Hawaiian. It was that the translated means the land and the waters of man, meaning very wet. For that, see the big white? But yes, that is fillets and china from weapons, the rattles to cake flutes. Moms there with their children giving their youngsters baths before supper. You see this over here to the right? Fresh water for the Hawaiians. They did not wreck their island. They could have. They didn't. Mahina keeps us all focused.
Eucalyptus trees. Hmm?
A welcoming chant. You need to lean in and get that shot. The most only hope they can have, and that is their heart. It's bigger than their head. Total givers. It's a love song about Mahina. The moon goddess. Storyline through downtown Mahina. Down now to a great photo place here. Give you some coastline shots of women that knew the difference of right and wrong. Congo. Look at this Chanel root vegetable. It's lack of flavor. Victorino, Kurt Suzuki. That goes on to live in.
Yeah.
That's a jackfruit tree from the airport, really. Here, okay. Housing for 100,000. Wide for 5 acres and a 3-bedroom. Here's halfway down the family here down the left. They grow watercress. Money. See it in the water? And they got their little tea archers. Ghosts. Pig hunters are everywhere out here too. Pig hunters with a bayonet. Light is on your right side. The top 2 leaves. People that do park are illegally parked. But it looks pretty good. Not for long. Donnie, you're not Hawaiian. Why are you here? Oh, you're visiting my Hawaiian friends? Okay. Whatever you want. It's your land for 200 years. Below 50%. Nice little stream. I gotta go. I see a truck coming. Gotta go. Watch your step. Guys are moving. All the black rock used to be red flow. The black rock used to be red and hot. That's Pele, the fire god system in here. That's all right. Wyoming gets less rain than anywhere else. Just 9.
Wanted the whole time was this morning. I died used to.
No.
Goes back into the water. It fragments into boulders and smaller. And then a lot of Hawaiians guys were lost here in this area. So you'll see graves here. You'll see. Money, and they put a little resort here. And when it was all done, guess what? I walked down this. It's good to be a Hana bull. He strikes. A museum, living museum. Redford trees are the left and right of Mary. Okay. On the left side. Very seldom do you see them green. You always see them leaves.
Same family.
The grass, that'll be you. Those are the non-swimmers. They're doing some great photography. They're pointing their lenses there for swimming.
Giant banyan tree.
Can be reduced to 7 inches if you need to.
They really are. Blue and stitch. Just let me know when you're ready. If you don't want heights, you need to get out of that aisle that I'm on. 1859. That is a congregational church service. Although St. Joe's 10 miles from here it is. We're very interested in reading the Bible. He brings one look at these horses. As brown as the grass is, it's still nutritious. But for real, looking at your brochure saying, it didn't say anything about this. It said ride through Maui's dry grassland areas where ranchers live. That's what we're doing. get smooth here soon enough. It's a symphony of destruction. It's crazy.
In Maui, going to the mountain.
Mountain. There's a lady mountain. If you look around.
Takes about a ton of water, which is the drier side. So now all the water for the sugarcane fields must be gotten from the backside of Halia and distributed worldwide. So west of the Rocky. So right in and out of, it's called the gathering place. You know, like the lettuce, cabbage, spinach, cucumbers, zucchini, asparagus, celery, and maybe there's Sun Yat-sen. You know, that counter-revolutionary when he was in exile from China, come here to Maui to live with his dad and his brother. Okay, so we'll see plant life in those parts of one little guava as opposed to an orange. We head on down. And if you notice on that map, only one road, restaurant. Okay, unlike the resort area. Best thing of all, it's really delicious. The Casa Paradise. So we might see some of them coming up. Sometimes they blend together. And lots of conifers. Came here for a visit, thought this area sort of looks like back home. See, luckily they gave us the minibus much dirtier. One comes right in front of me. Oh, we'll be lucky. Translates into the house of Marathon instead. You know the one? So Mount Marker 4 is 4,800 feet. So sometimes we see some crazy people up here, you know, they try to jump off the side of the mountain. Yeah, you know them, hang gliders. So we're in Haleakala Ranch. Not only do they have their webbed footing. Now, due to the introduction of the invasive alien scrub, well, they determined that Haleakala is not dormant. It is actually active, which now means there's a chance. In adventure then, the volcanoes here in the Shield volcano oozes out close to them and
Haleakala National Park. We are up at 10,000 feet.
okay, so in just a few
Silver sword plant. cannot eat outside. Not good.
What are these things? Look pretty.
The one that they look prettier, the small ones. Silver sword plants.
Written not only in English but the Hawaiian. So prior to becoming part of Haleakala, for this really hot lava, talking something like 2,000. If your feet are not in that photo, friends and relatives might have killed if you did the marathon, you know, the run to the sun. They don't have to know it's not till next March. Because now, how do you like guardrail? You know, Maui style lava rock.
I just passed Lily evening vlog.
So you see how we are above the clouds, and in fact we had to go to a special viewing area just to see us come out.
Observatory. Michigan and Hawaii.
The stuff comes up, you know, it looks like, they call it a rocket.
Hina, silver. Hina. Silver leaf plant.
To see the crater.
Crater.
Designs, the colors.
Then?
Green, red.
The other side of the visitor center is the better view.
Crater.
But you'd be like in a box.
The crater to the left, all these are craters.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Pero es que se ve rico así como para correr en la arenita.
Oh, this is not a crater area. Man is inside the crater.
Now we have reservations over at the restaurant called
above the cloud.
Casanova. which is a nice family style. You can double fudge it all down with that pineapple Sprite that they have. Or maybe you want to start things off with a tropical drink, rockin'. So as we go around this, the hiking trail. Shade trees here, monkey pod tree cool. And we're going to Iao Valley, where the ear of Maui, from both sides of Maui to shore. Into the town of Lahaina, which is the ancient, and also lots of tattoo parlors. They're ancient Hawaiian tourists out here in Maui. And those of you in Pintai, you know, the pride of America. Name as Maui. So we're back down the North Shore area. North Shore of the islands is where we get the biggies. And this is where we have the second Casanova restaurant. It's a bistro. Years ago, as the first planned community with the first increment. Now they're up to the 16th increment. 70 years ago was when the plantation thought that maybe their workers would rub the leaves together, lather it up into a nice shampoo. So that's where Paul Mitchell got his Apapuhi shampoo. So here on the right, this nice red plumer land. Next to that, we have Ian immigration too. You can catch him. As soon as he sat on the needle,
Blue Mountain.
可以几点回来啊？
Little mountain, yeah, valley.
Come on.
called Crow Tail. These became popular in the 50s and 60s. And there's Halea. Yeah, you don't have to use your teeth anymore. Ma'alaya. One of the three windiest places, volcano. Now from World War II until the 70s,